Good morning, everybody. It is another beautiful morning. I'm gonna sit down with y'all today and talk. Hang out with me for just a minute. I'm gonna cut some grass, and then we'll sit down and have a little chat. All right. So what's going on, guys? Figured, let me see my face a little bit more. Fix this. All right. Just got finished cutting grass. I wanted to talk and introduce myself and who I am as a person and why my family and I decided to start homesteading. Kind of talk about some things that we've learned, some of our expectations that we had, and maybe some expectations that we have. I am a normal person. I'm a dude, I'm a guy, I'm a father. So yeah, but is that better? Is that, you want to see my whole face, or you want to see my face, or like, is that good? I'm gonna go with this. We'll go here. Okay. All right. Now we're ready. So my name is Jesse. In case you didn't know that, I know I might have said it in a couple of videos. I have 2 children. I am married to a very beautiful, loving woman. Don't know how she puts up with me, but so why did we decide to homestead? Honestly, the truth is, I grew up. The house I live in now and the property that I live on, I inherited from family whenever my great-grandmother passed away. We are on 2.6 acres and we live right next door to my parents, which is awesome because we can send the kids up there to bother them anytime. It definitely helps out for cutting grass, or honestly if we just need a break. So growing up, we have always had animals, dogs. We had iguanas at one point. We would go to stores with them on our heads and stuff with leashes, and so funny to see people how they react to that. So do y'all want to see my eyeballs? I mean, it's still kind of bright out here. Is that better? Yeah, we'll do that. It's more personal. Now we're talking to each other. So yeah. We had an emu once. His name was Larry. We got him from a friend, and the bug just flew in my mouth. Okay. We had turkeys. We've had goats. We had one billy goat who, when he was a baby, he was pretty much raised with dogs, so he believed he was a dog, just with really big, large horns. Chickens, also. So I'm not so new to that part of homesteading. I would have friends come over and stay with us the night, and in the morning my dad would ask them if they want eggs, and they'd be yeah. He's like, okay, we'll go get them. And of course my friends, you know, they lived in the town, in neighborhoods, and were just baffled at the fact that you could go out and grab eggs. So we're not so new to livestock, but the reason we decided to start homesteading and really become more self-sufficient is, I mean, I feel like this reigns true with a good bit of people out there. During the whole pandemic, when the grocery stores and things just went kind of down, that was an eerie feeling. I didn't like the fact that I don't know, I felt lost. I was scared. I was like, I can't provide, like I can't go to the store. Now I do hunt, and I've only recently started hunting when I met my wife, so it's been 10 years now. But and so I do hunt, which has been great because I've been able to provide meat that way. That's it. I wanted to grow our stuff and not have to rely on stores, and we do for the most part try to buy organic. With stores and stuff, you still gotta, like, I work in an industry where what we are making, you got that little bit of room for error. And the stuff in the stores, I feel like it's the same way. It's like, just like if you're getting grass-fed beef, that's great. But is it grass-fed and finished, or are they finished on grain? So it's just that little bit that you're just unsure about. And even though it's a lot better, it's still like, I'm not sure what's in this. So I process my own deer meat, and that way, one, it saves me on processing fees, and two, I'm able to know what goes in to the meat itself. I know what I put into it. I know how sanitary the area is that I use, because I'm the one that cleans it, you know. So it's all on me. Whatever happens to that meat is all on me. So that's where we're wanting to go. What kind of prompted this was, it's like homesteading 101. And you follow these people on YouTube, you follow these people on Instagram, and they have these nice coops, they have this nice beautiful garden and all this stuff. And what you didn't see, or unless you've watched them from the beginning, like you don't really see a lot of the how it started. And that's what prompted me to do YouTube, is I wanted to share our journey and show people that, like, you're not gonna start out an expert. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna call a plant a wrong plant, or somebody's gonna give you something you have no clue what it is until it fully grows. And like I said, you've called it a cucumber for the longest time, it ends up being a squash, you know, or your plant this single bean plant, and you have your best friend over there, Jim Bean, just hanging out, just one bean. So that's something that it has taken me a little bit to learn when it comes to building our homestead. Make everything magazine worthy. You've got to use what you've got, and that's something that I have to get out of my head. And one reason that it's taken me so long to really build a coop for Zoe's chickens is because, like, I want her to have like a dollhouse type of chicken coop. You know, I want her to be able to paint it and love it and it be pretty, and her chickens be in heaven, you know. But the truth is, like, right now with how things are still going, like I can't give her that right now. So, and she understands, she doesn't have that expectation. She has no expectation whatsoever on what her chicken coop will look like. She is 8 and she just loves her chickens, and that's what she wants. It's my own problem to what I want to give. A friend gave us an old frame to a trampoline, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting fence for it. I'm going to wrap it in fencing, and we'll put the chickens in there, and obviously we'll give them shelter and a place to get out of the elements. And if I can move it around, I'm going to move it around, because I like the fact of them being on fresh grass. That's probably the biggest thing that I've learned. And it's not everyone who, you know, everybody isn't posting or showing these magnificent structures and stuff. I watch a lot of YouTube channels too, or the same people just like me who are starting out, and you know, they've made chickshaws and brooders and stuff like that out of just scrap that they have. And I have scrap. I mean, you've seen me grab tin. If you've seen some of my older videos, when I made the addition to the chicken coop, you know, after Oak tore up some of the tarp, I went to some family's property and got some old tin that has been sitting there and used it. I just wanted to say that being self-sufficient it's awesome, and you can get there, and we will get there. But something I've told people before, I've actually told my daughter this, was like, nobody starts out an expert. Everybody has to learn. Everybody has to, you gotta start somewhere. There's people who have asked about YouTube, and this was when I first started too, and they were like, hey, what kind of camera should I get? And everybody's like, just start. Like, use your phone. I started out with a GoPro. I had the ability to upgrade my camera, which has been great. But I still do miss using the GoPro sometimes because I get worried about this camera falling over or the goats eating it. So, but it's just start. You know, my garden right now. My garden right now is nothing compared to a lot of the people that I watch. You know, I have a good bit of area that I am going to create other gardens, like where I have my pumpkins. That's a good spot for them. But right now, planting in the containers is working. I've been able to harvest some tomatoes. We're constantly pulling strawberries off of it. My plants that I planted along our fence are doing very well. You know, that's what I had to learn. That is just start. Do with what you can do. We had the ability to get the goats, and we did. And we were fortunate enough to have a shed that I could move, and go back. If you've only seen my recent videos, I really hope that you take the time to go back to my first videos and just see like what I did. I've had to use my neighbor's tractor. I don't have a tractor. I don't have a lot of stuff, and having neighbors that have stuff is awesome. And being willing to ask is a big thing too. This is a community. Homesteading is a community, and learning from each other is what it's all about. So it really upsets me too sometimes when you see people who have like just comment. They don't have the best intentions when they comment on things, whether it's on Instagram or it's on YouTube or Facebook. What in the world? Try to go in my mouth. It's enough. Okay. But just keep in mind that, like, build each other up. You know, like, there might come a time where you need something that somebody else has, and you might have been rude to them, and that just kind of ruined it. I'm the type of person that I like if I have a good bit of stuff that I can give out, then I want to share it. I want to share knowledge. I want to grow in knowledge, and learning from other people, I'll grow from that and learn from that. Obviously, I've got researching tools, books, the internet, things like that. But I want to give back to people. I want someone to be if they're where I was or where I am, and they, in my eyeball down. Okay. It's about 12 o'clock, so the bugs are enjoying themselves. But I want someone that if they're in my spot, to be able to look at where I started and understand that I was just like them. Of course, I'm wanting to grow, and I will grow. My experiences will grow, my knowledge will grow. The more that I do, I'll learn from, and be able to share it. And I hope that later on down the line, when I'm in a spot like where some of the bigger YouTube channels are, that I'm still able to put people back to these videos and show them that, like, and I hope y'all stick around and enjoy growing with me. There's a good bit of y'all that have given me some good advice, and I love it. You know, I want to interact with y'all. That's why I'm doing this video. So I know it's pushing a little bit longer now, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say and where I'm going with this. Is like, what I have learned is, don't try to live up to other people's expectations, and don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Like, you see these people and you want that, but you have to start with what you've got and where you can, and build towards that. My own insecurities of what I cannot accomplish right now have held me back, and I'm now realizing that that can't happen, and I need to use what I have, and realize that by sharing it, it's going to also help someone else with the same issue. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this time. I hope you enjoyed this talk. You know, and I'm really thankful for y'all for watching and being a part of this and helping me out. And so let's grow together. Let's learn how to use some scrap material and build some pretty awesome things. So, but thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next one.